a prolific lemon variety that makes delicious lemonades. Let's look at growing the Meyer lemon. So you can buy your Meyer lemon tree in this 5-gallon container in most gardening stores. You can either get them in 5 or 15-gallon containers. And this is the improved Meyer lemon tree. The improved Meyer lemon is resistant to the teza virus. And this is a very good tree to grow in containers because it's a dwarf tree. So the dwarf improved Meyer lemon tree is what you should be looking for when you go to your garden store. Now most home improvement stores like Home Depot and Lowe's will carry this tree. You can also buy them in Costco for a great price. The container that we're using here is enough so that it has a little bit of soil under the roots, and then you just put your plant inside that container. So you try to fill the container till the pot fits perfectly. The one that you're looking at right now is an 18-inch container, 18 inches in diameter, about 18 inches in height. And then what you do is just make sure you have enough soil, and then just take the plant out of your container and then just put it inside the container that you're growing in. Now I do not recommend that you grow any tree, including lemon trees, from seeds because the plants will not be healthy. They will not produce a lot of fruits. So you're best off getting a nice grafted tree from your local garden store. They're not really expensive. They're pretty cheap, the citrus trees. Especially if you have a Costco near your place, you can get them for about $20 in a 5-gallon container, which is a great deal in my opinion, because they will start producing fruits right away. And then what you do is just fill around the plant with some soil. Now the mix I'm using here is a mix of peat moss, compost and perlite. I did not have enough perlite, so I added a little bit, but as you can see here, it makes a good mix. You can even use some potting soil. If you have some potting mix, bagged potting mix, you can use that as well, and that should give you a good start for your citrus plant. Now some people prefer using a lighter and a more porous mix. You can do that by mixing bark, perlite and compost. And as you can see here, once the tree is ready, it's sitting nicely in the container, all you do is just water the plant. And at this stage, I don't recommend that you add fertilizers. If your potting mix contains fertilizers, that's fine. Give it about a day or two to settle in, and then you can add a liquid fertilizer. You can use a water-soluble fertilizer, which is salt-based, or you can use an organic fertilizer that will break up over a period of time. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to make sure that the plant is as centered as possible, and then I'm trying to push the soil in from all the sides. So how you plant your container, how you plant your plant when you get it is very important. So you just make sure that the soil is nice and compact around the plant, and that should give you a good start. And once this is done, your next step is to water the plant. Make sure you give it a nice drench. Just make sure you soak it very well from all sides and that there are no air pockets. That's very important. You can then keep your container in a nice sunny location. The Meyer lemon tree needs about 6 hours of sun a day to produce good fruits. And here you can see some yellowing of leaves, and this is either because we kept the plant in a very sunny location where it got a lot of sun and it got some sunburn, which is quite possible within the first few days of keeping your plant, because it's a change for the plant from a shaded nursery to this sunny location. But you still need about 6 hours of sun a day, and as long as you're giving good water to the plants, they should recover pretty well. And that's what happened to our plant. And as you can see here, the plant actually started producing very soon. You can see the Meyer lemon fruit here. The lemons are very good looking and the leaves have greened up as well. So as long as you add some good fertilizer, make sure that you water the plant well. Your plant should recover very quickly from yellowing of leaves. And the plant is a vigorous grower. As you can see here, it's grown quite vigorously. And at this stage, you can see the lemon, it's quite large. The Meyer Lemon Plant produces large sized lemons. And here you can see we are harvesting our first Meyer lemon. It's a pretty decently sized lemon. The Meyer lemon is actually a cross between a lemon and a mandarin orange. So it looks pretty large and it's got a very sweet taste. And now let's cut open one Meyer lemon to show you how it looks like. Now Meyer lemons were first introduced to the United States from China in the early 20th century by Frank Meyer, from which it got its name, the Meyer lemon. And today's Meyer lemon trees are a hybrid that are released to the University of California. And this is an amazing tasting lemon. It's not tart as the other regular lemons that you get. So it's not sour, it doesn't have a tart taste, but it has a more of a sweet taste. It does have seeds as you can see here, but because of its sweet taste, it makes great lemonades. You can grow this lemon at your home and surprise your guests with some delicious tasting lemonades. When I tried the lemonade that was made from this lemon, I was completely blown away. The taste is just so amazing. It's a very mild and a very nice tasting lemon. So those of you who don't like tart lemonades, you get that weird feeling around your teeth when you drink a lemonade, you should love this lemon. This lemon makes great lemonade which is sweet and not very tart. And that's the best use of the Meyer lemon. And as you can see here, the plant will keep growing. This is the second year of planting and the plant has produced more flowers. And as the plant grows, it will keep producing more and more flowers and more fruits. And this is one of the best plants you can grow in a container, the Dwarf Meyer Improved Lemon. And for those of you who are looking to grow this in your balcony, your patio, this is a great lemon variety to grow out of all the other lemon varieties available. So each lemon has its own place. We saw the bears or the Persian lime tree, which produces limes that are great for cooking because they are tart. And the Meyer Improved Lemon produces lemons that are great for making lemonades. You can even make cocktails. You can even use it for cooking if you like mild tasting lemon. So it's a pretty versatile lemon plant that has a lot of uses. And as you can see here, I did have to transplant this plant into a larger container. And while I transferred this plant into a larger container, I used the faster draining mix. And so far it's been okay. I'm not very happy with the fast draining mix just because you have to add fertilizer very often. The mix, which includes the wood chips, which is wood bark, peat moss and compost and perlite. So as you can see here, the plant has grown very well now, and I will shortly show you how to prune this plant. But even if you don't prune your plant, you let it grow for a few years and then prune it, you're okay. And this is a demonstration of the pruning technique. You don't have to prune very hard. Just make sure you give a nice shape to the plant. Remove any stems that are crossing over to the other side and interrupting with the growth of the plant, or stems that are shading the plant. So overall, it's very easy to prune this lemon tree. Pruning Meyer lemons is just a matter of keeping the plant in good shape, making sure you don't have any dead leaves or dead branches. Now, since I'm growing this in a container, I want it to grow straight up and not grow very wide so that it's easier to maintain the plant. So depending on your goals, you can shape your lemon tree to the size and shape you desire. And that's all there is to pruning the lemon tree. You can do it anytime between fall through spring. So there we have it, folks. That was our episode on growing the Meyer lemon tree. This is a great lemon tree to grow in containers, and I highly recommend that you try growing this lemon tree at home. Do let us know if you grow lemons and which are your favorite varieties, and whether you grow the Meyer lemon tree at home. We'll see you again soon. Happy gardening.